Hey guys, how y'all doing? It's me, Johnny, once again back with another Sorare video. Today is a huge day, a massive day when it comes to Sorare for me personally, because today I actually feel like finally I have put together the squads that I wanted and I still have some room to invest somewhere else. And it's the first game week, which looks like when we might be picking up some points and some rewards. So in today's video, guys, we're going to have a lot of fun, a lot of updating to do. As you can see in the title, we have reinvested once again into the club because I felt like the crypto market once again gave us an opportunity to go ahead and buy some ETH on the cheap. I do still believe that the market will continue to go up in terms of the value of Ethereum and Bitcoin and the whole crypto market itself. After doing my research, it looks like right now we are just in an accumulation phase, which the bigger accounts are causing by letting all the people lose their money for a while, be crazy, fearful, and then they put it back up again. At least that is my thought. Anything that I say in this video is not financial advice. Please, if you do want to go ahead and take part in crypto in general, not just in Sorare, but in general, make sure to do your own research. It's very important to do so. Don't just trust anyone blindly. They do not have your best interest. So do your own research. Going into today's video, first of all, I want to say a huge shout out to another 148 people that have now used the link in the description down below to jump into Sorare. I appreciate you guys massively. We have now completed 13 referrals on the site, which means only 17 left until we get that unique item, which I can't wait for. It doesn't need to be a sick player, which I don't think I'll get anyways. As long as it's someone that is below the age of 25, I'm happy. That's all I want, because someone at that age is still looking for clubs where they can play in a starting lineup. So if it's like a, I don't know, top 5 league player, but he's like a reserves player for one of the bigger clubs, at some point they will make moves to a different team and we'll see what happens then with that unique item. But that is not the whole point of today's video. Once again, thank you guys for over 1,334 subs lately. This channel is growing very nicely. You guys have been showing a lot of love on the videos, and I'm trying my absolute best to go ahead and respond to every single one of you on this video. If you guys do leave a comment down below, I will be responding to everyone. Now, what happened with me personally? Why did I buy Ethereum? Let me just quickly go and show you guys. Ooh, Bitcoin is bouncing. Lovely. I love that. Let me just, this is my weird amateur analysis that I'm doing lately. I was drawing triangles in the breakouts and drawing triangles in the breakouts. Funnily enough, this is what happened on Ethereum here. So Nepenthes, as you guys know, my buddy, who is also getting like heavily invested into Sorare at this point, he bought his Ethereum right there, and I was like, dude, I think it's gonna go down more. I'm gonna buy when it goes down more. So he bought it right over here. I bought my Ethereum down here. So I did go ahead and purchase 2 more Ethereum, and with that, I've built myself some madness of clubs, and I am so happy about it, because today, in this game week 234, currently we are, let me show you, 43rd in the Challenger Europe, which is a top 100 finish. We're gonna miss out on a tier 1 limited, but a tier 2 limited is going to be coming our way if this stays that way until tomorrow, which I hope it does. And All-Star Rare, we got 518th, but there's something big right there that I will talk to you guys about in a second. Champion Europe Limited is not looking too good right now. All-Star Limited not looking too good because I've made a couple of mistakes in this game week as well. But again, as always, we learn through these processes. That's the biggest thing that I personally am getting from Sorare lately. Every single game week, I learn something new. And I feel like in 2, 3, 4 weeks, I'm going to be a completely different Sorare manager and I will know what I'm doing. But as you can see, it's looking quite good right now. 43rd right there. That's going to be our highest finish ever. If it does remain within the top 100, that's going to be a nice boost to our club. Now, you might be asking yourself, hey, Johnny, what are you planning on doing now moving forward? How can you take part in all these leagues when before you were only able to take part in All-Star Rare and All-Star Limited? What did you buy? Where have you invested into? Let me show you guys my cards in the club. And let's start off somewhere down here. Last few times, we didn't really necessarily have lineups that could compete everywhere. But as you guys can tell, I did go ahead and buy myself Didion. That's the latest purchase that you guys know of. But then going into here, you can see another new purchase for the club. A 21-year-old left back. He is currently playing for a team that is fighting against relegation. Today, he picked up 49 points right here against Beşiktaş, who are struggling right now. Should technically be one of the best teams in Turkey, but things are not necessarily going their way at the moment. And Sertel, as you guys can see, had some great games against the lower ranked teams. He has some really, really good matches. And I did go ahead and invest into him because he is a left back that is like one of the best left backs in Turkey right now, especially when it comes to Turkish players. And after this season, he is going back to Turkey, not to Turkey, but to one of the bigger teams in Turkey. The reason why I picked him up was because he's loaned out from Başakşehir. That is the third place team in the league right now. They could easily push up to the second position, but they have just now given up one of their best players to Trabzonspor, which has a huge impact on our club as well, because that player that they gave away was a player that we already owned, Edin Visca, a player that got me a lot of points for Başakşehir, now moved over to Trabzonspor, and now Trabzon is going to be unstoppable. That team is 100% winning the league title this season. There is no way around it. And for that reason, I did go ahead and buy myself a bunch of Trabzon players, which I will show you in a second. We have built somewhat of a Trabzon stack, but Sertel is actually loaned in from Başakşehir, and their players, when you look into it here, into their club, when you look at their top-rated players here at Başakşehir, their left backs coming somewhere down here. Leo Duarte, 6.8 on his average rating. The other guy, I can't remember his name, but he also isn't up there in terms of their ratings. And Sertel is a Turkish player, and in Turkey, you have that rule of having to play a certain amount of Turkish players. He could come in quite handy to Başakşehir next season when he does come back from loan of Rize, because as you guys can see here, he is their best player in the squad on an average rating of 7.2. Because of that reason, as he is a left back, I felt like this was a perfect purchase. I highly expect this man to at least double up in price by the time he comes back to the Başakşehir club, because if he keeps on performing the way he has been performing, I am 100% sure they will bring him back and they will put him into their team, or he will be sold to another first division team in Turkey and he'll be playing starting lineup there, because he's also playing in the Turkish young national teams. So this is a big pickup for me. I did pick him up for, how much did I pick him up? I picked him up for 379, which I'm very happy about. And then after that, we got a couple of referral rewards here, as you guys can see. This one actually plays, which is kind of dope. So that's like one of the first players we have gotten that actually plays games. That's huge. Thank you guys so much for using the code. Then I started going crazy. I have built an under 23 limited side, and I did just go after the biggest and best players. That's just the way I am. And I have gone ahead and brought in Diogo Costa. He has at least 2 more years, I think, in the under 23s. Every single under 23 player I bought, I make sure that I have at least 2 more seasons to get out of them. So this one and next one at least. And Diogo Costa does fit that category. He's one of the most expensive goalkeepers on the game in every single scarcity. And I just went in because I truly believe that the player base on Sorare is going to keep on growing, and more people want to get these players into their teams. Yes, I have spent a lot of money on him, and yes, he did have a terrible game. He conceded 2 goals. I still highly believe in the kid. I hope he's going to continue, and I hope he's going to do well in that team. If he doesn't, and if he gets replaced, that's going to be a huge waste of money. 890 euro paid for him. Sergio Gomez, I paid 336 for. This guy is ridiculous. Like, I mean, look at that. 100 points. This guy has unbelievable stats for Anderlecht. He is their right back, I believe, or left back. He's definitely a full back, though. And he's unbelievable in terms of moving forward and defending as well. Sergio Gomez is in the team now. Then we have also added in Charles de Ketelaar into the squad. One of the biggest scorers on Sorare when it comes to under 23s. We have paid 364 for him. Then we have paid 196 for Openda, who's doing an incredible job right now for Vitesse. He is currently on a 68 average rating, which is unbelievable. And then I've picked up Sinistera because he is going to be back soon. And he was quite cheap at this stage. Before that, he was an incredible performer for his squad. And I do believe once he comes back, we're going to have an incredible stack. So we have Costa, Gomez, Ketelar, Openda, and Sinistera. Those are the players that we have for the under-23s. All of these guys are eligible to play this season and the next season. Now, here we go. Getting to the places where things are getting interesting for you and me. Cornelius, I picked up for 184 euros. He scored a goal in this weekend's game against Yeni Malatyaspor. Has gotten a nice rating there. Look at that average. It's amazing. So Cornelius scores a goal for Trabzon. I also picked up Marek Hamsik right before he got 84 points in that game. That is the Trabzonspor stack that I'm building. I picked up Edgar Ye thinking this guy's way too cheap. Then I found out he was injured. So another one of those moments where I learn a lot of things about Sorare and having to do my research right. Because on Sorare data, he wasn't injured, but actually he is injured and out and not playing. So they are in need of a new defender. So because he was injured, I did then go ahead and pick up myself Stefano Densville, who has replaced Edgar Ye in the starting lineup. And the guy is doing an incredible job. 79 points in that game right there. That was huge. So that Trabzon stack is the team that you guys can see here in the Challenger Europe Limited. And I had Visca in there. I have a DNP, a did not play, and I still am in the top 100. If I only had Edin Visca, who just recently transferred to Trabzon, playing as well on that match day, he would have gotten at least a 60 rating, and we would have gotten ourselves an amazing reward. But I didn't do my research right. I knew he was transferred, so I got hyped about the Trabzon stack because I had one of the best players in the league already, and he just moved to the best team in the league. And I thought, wow, this is going to be an amazing game week. Then I forgot to look at it in detail. Visca is only registered to play from the 14th and onwards, apparently. And that was a huge mistake. I could have just put in anyone that gets me like 30, 40 points, and we would have been somewhere up there for some of the best rewards in the game. But considering that we had a DNP, Okan Koçuk against Galatasaray, the team that he's loaned out from, got a 75-point game. They won the game, which was amazing. And as you can see, the percentages keep on going up. Okan Koçuk now on 7.5%. That team right there is going to get me some rewards. Specifically, when we look at Challenger Europe, you can see that 28 to 100, hopefully we can stay within that range, gets a tier 2 limited, which I'm looking forward to. But even if it is a tier 3 limited, I'm just going to be happy with the fact that we are going ahead and getting ourselves the first rewards. Now, going back into our club, going back into the purchases, we can take a look at the rest of the purchases I've made because I didn't stop there. Then I wanted to build a Champion Europe side. That side consists of the likes of Gerard Moreno, Dani Parejo, Bono right here, who are doing an amazing job. Right now, Dani Parejo is not playing yet. We're going to have to wait. The game is about to start, I believe, in about like 15 minutes. Villarreal is going to be playing. Is he playing? Oh, please tell me he is. Apparently, he had COVID, so I didn't pay attention there. I had no idea. COVID, obviously, is another thing that we have to pay attention to now. So, yeah, hopefully he is going to be playing. Let me check out this Villarreal game. It should be right back here. They're playing against Atletico Madrid, and Parejo is playing. Parejo is playing. Let's go. He's there. Let's go. That's huge. I thought he was not going to play. But I made a mistake in the lineup that I put into Champion Europe. I put Bono in. And Bono plays African Cup of Nations. And they are only eligible to be played in the All-Star divisions, not in the Champion Europe one, which was a massive L. So we will have a DNP there. So that really sucks. Let me show you guys what that team looks like right now. I think, was it the All-Star Limited? No, it wasn't the... Oh, no, sorry. That's where the Villarreal players are. All-Star Limited. I still have hopes of somehow achieving something there, but I would genuinely need Jiku to get like 70 points, Moreno to get 90 to 100, Parejo to do the same, and then maybe we can hope for some rewards. But, yeah, Costa and Marco Reus, once again, coming up with some stinkers doesn't help, but we still have those players playing, and Jiku plays in the African Cup of Nations, if I'm not mistaken. So that should be quite an interesting one. He's up against Morocco there, which is going to be a tough matchup, but I'm looking forward to it. He's doing an incredible job in the league, and I think he will do well in that Cup of Nations there. And if we get lucky, maybe there might be some rewards up. Even in tier 3 would be fine for me when it comes to All-Star Limited. So we'll see how that one goes. Now, the Challenger Europe you guys have seen, but the Champion Europe, Bono is not eligible to play. He plays in the African Cup of Nations, so he's not going to be getting me any points. Koundé got injured. Rakitic got subbed on, and I had him as my captain, so that was very painful. And Marcelo Brozovic, even if he has the game of a lifetime, we're not going to win any rewards there. So mistakes were made. But talking about Brozovic, he was one of my latest purchases. Bought him for 275 because he's an incredibly consistent performer. And he should be back to play now, hopefully. I think he might have had like a couple of games break there. I don't necessarily know exactly why, but I think he is back to play now. And now that Koundé got injured, he cost me a lot of money. A huge L that we take there. But he's also eligible for the under-23s. So if I can put him in there as well. I also picked up Nabil Fekir as an option for the team. He just played today. They had a red card, Real Betis, so he only got me 47 points. They had to fight throughout the whole game. Couldn't really attack, and obviously attacking is what Nabil Fekir does. But those are all the purchases I've made. I am 100% sure that I haven't made the best purchases possible. I am sure there are a lot of things that I still should consider moving forward, but I can show you guys the lineups that I have technically built for the upcoming game weeks. So going into game week, this one, the next weekend, basically, these are the lineups that I have put together already. So this is my All-Star Limited team that I'm going to be playing with for the next game week. Hopefully it's going to work out. Obviously Jiku and Bono play in the African Cup of Nations, so they're going to be eligible for this right here if they do have a game coming. I'm not too sure. If they don't, I'm going to go ahead and swap that up, obviously. The Challenger Europe Limited, it's going to be a full Trabzon stack apart from the goalkeeper, who is good anyways. Kochuk is on top form right now. And if Visca is ready to play after being registered, and if he does play, which I fully expect because he's one of the best players in the league, I think that stack is going to do wonders for me. So I'm really looking forward to that one right there. So that is going to be the next weekend's players for me. I can't wait. I genuinely can't wait to see what we can achieve right there. And then for the All-Star Rare, I think I had a team too, didn't I? Did I not put together a team there? Oh, there are no games. Interesting. Okay, so that week we don't have any games. The weekend after that, I think I had a team together. Yeah, there we go. So we're back again with that team right there, with the All-Star Rares. Finally, all the boys are going to be playing. Kramaric had a stinker this weekend. It wasn't necessarily his best game. He does well as a playmaker, but he is not necessarily coming up in the right positions. But as you guys can see, some very tough matchups for most of my players. So if I get past the threshold, I'll be very, very happy. Rongier got injured, so I don't know what's going to happen with that one. Hopefully he's going to be back soon. If not, I will have to pick up another player for that position and put him in, which obviously could be where is he? Where's the other one? Include no game players. Show me my no game player. Grigic. Yeah, he's going to be back soon again. But they start like playing on the 30th of January. So until then, Rongier has to do it for me. And I really hope he does. But that's going to be the all-star team there. The rare squad. Then the limited is already put together. The all-star limited, I put some of my best performers into it. Apart from Royce, he has to step it up. Then going down, we have the Challenger Europe Limited. Once again, the Trabzon stack. Then for the Champion Europe Limited, I put together somewhat of a La Liga side, including Brozovic in there as a consistent performer. That should be a good one. And then finally, the Under-23 Limited is going to be on fire as well. Hopefully, it's going to be working out for us. Obviously, no Sinisterra yet, but hopefully when the time comes, he's going to be there for me. So the purchases have been made. I still have 0.4 ETH. So if you guys have any suggestions, go ahead and let me know. I've been thinking about going ahead and making possibly like investments into MLS and Asia to be prepared for when those leagues come back. But their prices are extremely high right now. The hype about it is too much. So I'm thinking about waiting until things calm down a little bit. And yeah, we'll see what happens then. Anyways, the market is going back up. Good thing. Hopefully it will continue to come back up. It has broken a bunch of these lower highs here. And now we have a new higher high. So hopefully things are going to go well when it comes to the market itself. Lads, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all. Let me know about how your game week is going. I cannot wait to showcase you guys the rewards when they come. That's going to be in my next video. So super excited about it. All-star limit, all-star rare. We got the threshold at the moment. If that stands like that, we will be getting ourselves a nice 0.02 ETH, which is around 50 euros. So that is going to be a nice return from the game week. Thanks to Theo Hernandez, his heroic performance right there. And yeah, the Challenger Europe, despite a DNP, we might finish in the top 100, which I'll be very happy with. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Take care and peace.